That got his attention.
Well done, son. I could have never imagined drawing up the technique any better than you've just executed it. You deserve all the praise of a karate master.
Having one of those days? Hate to add to a bad mood, but time's up.
It looks like it's done, but I can't say I know who gets credit for the win.
I'll admit karate's never been my favorite discipline, but Dopo's boy might have something special in him.
Thank you, it's all in the wrist, people. Kids, don't try this at home. Unless you have muscles like these. Oh man, you gotta love it.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a psychopath. Can't say I saw that one coming. Nice move.
Hold it! Now's not the time for this. I've already lost my match, so I'm sure he's clear to go through from here. You two are destined to finish what you've started later on in the tournament. And if you're still interested in ripping each other limb from limb, I suggest you do it when you two can get paid for it. Fine, I always save my dessert for last.
It's all settled then. You'll put your fists away for now and concern yourselves with each other later. That is, of course, if you both make it. That's a match I look forward to.
This isn't right. I don't know you, but I feel you've been dealt an injustice. You didn't want to come here. I'll beat Katsumi for your sake, don't you worry. I'll beat them all, even if he shows up.
He looks very impressive.
Well, I'll admit that Inagaki isn't the only one who does well with striking. Shigeru Igari of Muay Thai and Jiro Watanabe from American boxing both spring to my mind right away. But I'll also say that I honestly believe the man you see before you is the greatest. Are you impressed with what you see, Mr. Tokugawa?
He appears good enough. What do you call this discipline of martial arts anyway? It looks familiar to me somehow, but not enough to refer to it by name.
What you're paying witness to is none other than Japanese Kenpo. It fuses techniques from joint locking, throwing, grappling, shooting, and of course Inagaki's specialty, striking. We who study it take great pride in it being the greatest of all Japanese martial arts, and we look forward to Inagaki's match with Hanayama.
Why is that?
That man belongs to no discipline. He's a gangster and a brawler. Not only is he not ashamed of that fact, but he's proud of it. If Kenpo is inferior to mere street fighting, then what does that prove about Kenpo? And if Kenpo is the greatest of the Japanese martial arts, what does that prove about Japan? A loss for Inagaki would be more than just a loss for this dojo. It would be a loss for our whole country.
Hey, Hanayama, old friend. How are you doing? Hey, Karu, it's me, Baki. I didn't know you were gonna be here. When...
I'm no friend. Huh? This is a tournament, meaning there's no room for friendship. If you're in the bracket, then you're just one of my enemies.
He's in great shape. Bigger than the last time I saw him.
Hanayama now about to make his Ultimate Fighting Circuit debut.
I can't believe we're about to see what we're about to see.
And the question on everyone's mind, how will Hanayama's street brawling style hold up in a formal fighting event?
It's really just like when he fights in public. Sure, there are more people here tonight than there would be at a street corner, but the anticipation per person is about the same as ever.
Sure.
Oh, what the? That fool!
You should wear this mask.
Is he seriously concerned with Hanayama's safety, or is this his way of taunting the big man? Inagaki certainly has confidence. There's no way anyone could ever deny that.
I'm telling you, you've never been hit as hard as I'm gonna hit you now.
That idiot! Is he taunting him?
I don't think so. He believes what he's saying. You can see it in his facial expression.
I guess Hanayama doesn't want to wear the mask. Hanayama's giving a sword to his opponent. Now I've officially seen it all. No! I take it back! Now I've seen it all! A samurai sword is said to be unbreakable, and well, he broke one! Not really sure what that was all about. Let's get to fighting! If you haven't already, please take your seats.
Hey, Hanayama! You win this!
The time has finally arrived. You mustn't allow Japanese martial arts to fail.
That isn't even a possibility.
Blocked it with his legs. Whoa, he's got the agility of a jungle cat.
I think he's in trouble.
Oh, that's gruesome! Inagaki's leg has been broken by a punch!
Our time isn't finished. You're too proud to quit now.
That's it! It's over! Give the doubters something to think about. Huh? What's that old man think he's gonna do?
I'm not letting you leave this ring until you fight me. You cannot be allowed to roam free after what you've done. One of my credos as a Japanese martial artist is to stand up to injustice and violence without rationale. You have delighted in hurting a man just for the sake of hurting him. These sick fans have cheered you for this, but I'm inclined to punish you for it. Come on, you monster. I may be old, but I'm willing. Not only have you disgraced the martial arts, but you've shamed the human race with your sadism.
You call it art? There's nothing artistic about it. It's the lowest common denominator. You're looking for a way to make what you do seem cultured, so you call it an art and talk about honor. You're fighting the injustice I put on your student? You don't care. You're doing this for yourself more than him. You fight because you don't know what else to do, just like we all do.
You know, he's right. I'm a hypocrite.
Kojima, bring it. If I'd hit him any weaker with that uppercut, he would have broken my arm like it was made of kindling. He was too good for stupid Kenpo.
Hanayama. If he had studied Kenpo, history would have told a different story about Japanese martial arts.
Orochi, I've heard a lot about you from my master. He has told me many things about all of your grand accomplishments.
Your master must have been Bill Riley, and you must be Gustav.
That is correct. He told me you gave him the fight of his life back in '65. All these years I pictured you taller.
He was the first catch-as-catch-can wrestler I knew. You guys still aren't exactly all over the place. He was different from any Greco-Roman wrestler I'd ever come across. He'd lock up my joints, make it so I couldn't move, make me lose my balance. Of course, he was tough as nails for an Englishman, and stronger than steel. An hour of combat wasn't enough to settle it between the two of us. I'd have taken pleasure in finishing what we started one day, but I heard he went blind several years ago and stopped fighting. A few years later, I got a letter from one of his people. Apparently, he found a protege. That was you, I guess. Roland Gustav.
Reeks of favoritism, but I was perfect for the job.
What have you done? Taken apart everything in the whole house?
I'm sorry, Mother. I feel like I have to destroy everything. I can't control myself.
Nothing has ever felt more natural to me than tearing something apart with my bare hands. When I learned that Catch-as-Catch-Can was a martial art specializing in the dismantling of human joints, I was hooked. I took to the lessons quickly and became the top student within a few weeks' time. At one point, I no longer had anyone in the gym who wanted to face me. They were all afraid of what I might do. Clearly, I was more advanced. So I went searching for some competition. When I told Bill that I was leaving, he didn't take the news as well as I'd hoped.
What do you mean, leaving? You really think you're that great? You really need someone to fight with? Fine, I'll do it. I'll fight you right now.
You're not good enough to be my opponent anymore. I knew I'd made the right choice, yet despite searching every gym, agency, and fight house, no one came close to being my equal.
That must be when you left for the African wild. I mean, the rumors about what you did there are true, aren't they, Gustav? Bill told me you were close, that had you had about 10 or 12 more seconds, you could have been victorious out there.
You're a fool. Huh? Knowing all this, you're still willing to let your own flesh and blood get into a no-holds-barred arena with the Lion Slayer.
I guess. It hasn't occurred to you that everyone here has sought out their own lion.
It's the second time tonight we'll see Katsumi Orochi, this time against Roland Gustav, the greatest European wrestler on earth. Should be a heck of a fight. Again, we ask that you take your seats and prepare for the start of the event. Tonight's event will feature Catch-as-Catch-Can wrestling against classical karate.
Interesting. His skeletal structure is nearly flawless. This complicates matters. Which limb do I rip through first?
Contenders, please return to your corners.
After fighting that furball, this seems like being dumped in a kiddie pool. Maybe Mr. Personality has a few surprises.
You look overconfident. Remember, security is a weapon for you, but self-importance is a weapon for him.
Sir, a jacket and tie are required for service. Don't you worry about me, Pop. Attitude and speed, that's my whole bit.
I've definitely got a bone to pick with you. Arm, leg, shoulder, neck. So many options. break it, cut it, even twist it right off.
I don't like the way this guy's looking at me. Gustav, why do I always get the weird ones?
This is an unorthodox approach. He's physically run away from Gustav. Is Katsumi Orochi scared to fight?
Katsumi! I'll catch you!
Looks like Orochi's more interested in showing off his world-class speed than fighting.
If this is his karate, I'm not impressed.
That's not karate. That's him.
You can't escape!
I think he got 2 bones in one fell swoop.
Those 2 joints are just for starters.
And now it's just like a tennis match with these two. Orochi counters back, but he's still handicapped with those dislocated joints. Just see that! I think he reset his arm by himself!
It's time to take this kid's ego down a notch or 2. Or a foot.
Gus, you're even uglier close up. Oh man, look at those teeth. Hey, I got a dentist I can recommend.
Huh? He'll kill him!
It's over!
That's your hold, the one you put me in to end our match. It's practically impossible to get out of.
All he'd have to do is lean back ever so slightly and he could destroy the bones in Katsumi's arm. Huh?
No! No way!
This is beneath me. You're just walking through the numbers. Give me something I can work with. Let's give the people what they want. Big finish! Why waste energy on foot soldiers? I could take down the king.
It's over!
I want you to take me straight to the arena. Don't waste another second.
Next episode, more colorful characters emerge using their own bodies as weapons. The tournament moves on, tearing through foolish pride to provide the answer they all seek. The contenders get fewer, the competition gets harder, and an unexpected visitor waits in the wings.